Hello everybody, and welcome back to I Was a Teenage Exocolonist. We essentially just confessed to our crush, I guess? Question marks? Wait. I tried clicking on the house that's outside. Everybody else doesn't seem to have anything going on. How do I want to end the year? This is our second to last thing to do. Let's go do one more round of babysitting because we're one off of being able to do the next thing with Tammy, and I'd like to do that. Wage an endless war against certain aromas in the creche. No matter how much you clean and disinfect, there's always the faint smell of glue, dirty wrappers, and grungy kid bodies. You're so used to it that the days when you make popcorn or fold a fresh pile of clean laundry are like a tiny vacation. I've worked enough different jobs, I could get used to that. I believe in myself in that way. 0, 0, 1. Oh, we're gonna want to move all this one over. Boop, boop, and boop. Hey, look at us getting an easy win. Man, oh, I want stronger deck. Plus 8 kudos, plus 10 stress, plus 3 empathy, plus 1 creativity. Hey, look at that. Right, 40 empathy. Yeah. Tammy, let's perform a random act of kindness. Ask an adult. Plus 2 to the last, to the right card. Oh, okay, to the last card you put down. Okay, that's super good, actually. Plus 1 empathy, plus 2 friendship. I want to do something nice for Mars, Tammy says, fiddling with the hem of her dress. I don't know what. She just nanoprints whatever she needs. She snaps her fingers. I know! Why don't we ask Auntie Seaton to help us put on a spa day for her? Auntie Seaton has a whole cabinet of nice-smelling lotions, soaps, and scented candles. She lets you choose a few of each and reserves one of the private lounge anterooms for you. Sure, Mars can buy her own lotions, but what she can't buy is loving servitude of her friends. Plus 2 friendship with Mars. You help Tammy primp and pamper Mars. She's surprised and a little humbled by the attention, gives you both a genuine hug and thanks. Aww, okay. I'm glad Mars actually, acknowledges that we did something really nice to her. Tammy has good instincts. She always knows what people secretly need, and Mars needed to have something nice given to her instead of having to demand it. Oh, God. Oh, I feel that's like a kick in the gut. Oh, I relate to that. Mars, you all good? Yeah, Mars is all good. We have 19 creativity, 14 bravery. Okay, yeah, we're not going to be able to do anything else fancy. We have no physical stats, despite the fact that we are supposed to be super strong. I want to fix that. I want to fix that really badly. When there's no sports ball game on, the security teams who train nearby use the field to practice with long-range rifles. As you show up to sports ball practice, Com is helping take down the net. I'm going to touch on something in a bit, but I did just think about... I thought about a fun bit of storytelling that working on all these stats over the physical ones this first year does, which is interesting to me. We'll touch on that again. Sorry, kiddos, he says. Rhett wants us practicing with the big guns today, and can't have you running around the place. The bullets in these drone rifles are heat-seeking, and even though they're programmed to avoid human targets, safety first. But today was supposed to be our day to have the sports ball field, Cal complains. You soldiers don't even want to play sports ball, you just want to shoot your dumb, noisy guns. Okay. Or we could get to shoot guns. Anemone bounces over. Hello? They have more than just huge guns. They have cool stun gloves that are like magic lightning arcing out of your fingertips. It's super galactic. Cal shakes his head. That's not the point. The soldiers have the field, which is sharing is caring. Or stand up to the soldiers, which is a 4 unchangeable. Standing up for something. Oh, that's older anemone. This kind of event has happened before, but didn't get this kind of option. Certainly didn't get the card out of it, so that's a cool change. I think that's awesome. You rip the net out of Com's hands and start pulling it back up. Anemone looks nervous. Here comes Chief Security Rhett. He looks scary, angry, Vissa. Don't back down requires bravery 10 or higher. We have it. How much bravery do we have? We have 15. Don't back down! You stand your ground when the security chief tries to intimidate you with his loud voice and his big chest. Today was your day to use the field. He's 51 years old. Chief of security, a gruff man who new recruits are frowned by. He takes the colony's safety very seriously. I can't imagine it's easy for someone who's 51 years old to adapt to something this new. Rhett sees the fire in your eyes, and after a minute he laughs and gives in. You're a tough one, huh, Vissa? He says, a twinkle in his eye. Okay, you're right. Today was your day to use the sports ball field. Calm? We'll have to train with something else today. Huh, that wasn't so hard. Yeah! We stood up for ourselves. I love it. Genuinely love it. Oh, we got our big guns. If we go 0 and 1... Yeah, it's better to move. Oh, right! Unchangeable! I popped off really hard right there. I was just so happy. Yeah! The days have been getting shorter. I scared my cat. The days have been getting shorter, with only the yellow sun barely skimming the horizon. One morning, you wake in the darkness and have to check your holopalm to know what time it is. You see a hollow stream from Mars. Good morning to all my pals, if you can even call it morning. They've named it glow season because, like, everything is crazy glowing out there in the dark. I am staying the heck inside for the next month. What's the point of even going out if you can't see anything? It's going to be a long, boring month. Yeah, hello. No way, it looks cool out there! Yes, let me out with the glowing! Yeah! You peek out the window. The wormhole is the biggest you've ever seen it, like a massive fiery ring in the sky. The planet must be very close to it now. And out in the jungle, somewhere, something new is taking place. The plants are flowering, glowing iridescent blooms, and everything is full of life. There are strange new sounds, long hooting calls and gurgling roars. After Mars's message is a notice from the council, warning everyone to stay safe inside. Tammy's dad and the other surveyors have been called back and the gates closed for the month. There's a tension in the air, as if everyone is waiting for something. Below. It's so stupidly beautiful. I love it so much. I like how those options still come up even with the gates closed and Tonin not there. That's amusing to me. Oh, crystals. You find a glittering crystal cluster. I'm giving that to Tammy. What do you have to say about this? Ah, one bravery away from daring him to eat a worm. This is staring off into the wilderness outside the gates. Feels different, he mumbles. Dunno how. Just different. You ask him what he means, but he just shakes his head and stuffs his hands in his pockets. Anybody over here? No. Mom gets mad at us if we talk to her. Anemone. Anemone. How far are we away from that? Oh, cool. Okay. Anemone blinks at you in the dark. It's so creeptacular, she breathes. It's perfect for hide and seek! Speaking of, let's go play sports ball. Play sports ball. Training in the dark is really hard. You lose a lot of sports balls into the bleachers in the dark corners this month. You submit a request to engineering to make some sort of glow-in-the-dark paint so that it's easier to spot the ball, but it gets rejected for not being a priority concern. That's fair, but also... Okay, so if we go... 5... No, can't... This is such a hard card to use. 1, 4 of a kind... Better to do it like this. Oh yeah, of course it is. Yeah, there we go. That's how I wanted it. We got there! Apparently not all the way there, but hey, we'll take it. The endless dark of glow season must be getting to you. All week you've been having nightmares. Something is coming. Something bad is about to happen. A dreadful mantra repeats in your head. You're hardly even surprised when the emergency sirens start up. You peek out at the gates. Yes, they should be closed, but they're open, just as you dreamed or remembered. But the details are foggy. There were monsters. The closest assembly point is the children's creche, but from the opposite direction you hear shouting and loud popping noises. Gunfire! Is the colony under attack? So help fight requires bravery and gets us bravely helping to fight. +1 to red challenges. Or hide in the crash, which is a 2 unchangeable. Help fight! Go fight! Punchy punch. Arrow, cure, still pumped from the last attack. +1 to all physical skill increases for 3 months. +5 rebellion, +20 strength. Yeah, that's fair. We're at 875 rebellion. Alright, we're a rebel. You'll try your best to be brave and fight back. First you dodge some helpful grown-ups who point you back to the crash. Then you head outside to get your bearings. You hear yelling from up the stairs to command, and a commotion to the southeast, at geoponics where your parents are working. Let's go to command. My parents can take... No one can take care of themselves better than my mom. Oh, good God. No. That's not okay. Security Chief Rhett and 3 officers are defending the door of the command wing. They're too busy to notice you, because a terrifying insectoid creature is slashing at them with its razor-sharp forelegs. The monster kicks one of the officers and her rifle flies out of her hands. It skitters across the ground towards you. Pick it up and shoot the creature. Need 10 combat, and the only reason we have that is because we can punch. We were born to punch. You managed to get the gun pointed the right way around. Here goes nothing. Okay, this is gonna be difficult. If I go 2, 1, 1, that gives me, that gives me the 333. Yeah, let's go. 1, 1, 1, 1. Is that how I want to do this? I think I'd rather get all of the... Yeah, I think I prefer that. Okay, so... Oh, good God, are we going to knock this out? Okay. There's just all my best cards. Sorry, I could go for straight. And put the 1 here. Or is it better to get this? So that's 30, this is 28. Okay, it's better to get the 4 next to each other. Okay. Wow. Victorious! We shot that thing to death with our empathy! +3 combat, +1 kudos. You don't kill it, but put enough holes in it that it runs away. It's a small miracle you didn't also hurt any of the security officers. +25 kudos. Yeah! We got paid for shooting things! Governor Udcott emerges from the bridge looking shaken and very, very old. Chief Administrator Seek helps her downstairs and gives you a grateful look as they pass. Later that day, you find 25 kudos in your account, a reward for your bravery. Your parents are angry, as you knew they would be, but hey, everything worked out, right? After 2 weeks of darkness with the blue sun barely skimming the horizon, begins to move higher in the sky and daytime returns. The council admits that they don't know how the gates were opened or how the creatures got in. Some of the attacking creatures were once thought to be docile. Others were species nobody had seen before. It was like something had driven them to assault the colony. At least nobody was killed this time. Okay, so we're too stressed to do anything. So, the thing I wanted to mention before. Look at all the cards we got. We got so many cards. Childhood is fleeting. The game will end when you reach age 20, so you should focus on a few skills to improve and friends to spend time with. Use the Skills and Friends button at the top left of the screen to keep track of them. Good luck. So, the idea that we would spend all that time with Tammy after saving her life makes a lot of sense. Because Tammy almost died. She's our best friend. We needed to take care of her, make sure everything was okay. And, you know, we were more relaxed. We were getting used to things. Now we've had an attack. Now we know what it's like to shoot something. So now it's time to start focusing more on Anemone and Sports Ball. But first, Tammy, how are you holding up? Because just because that's going to be our focus doesn't mean that that's everything. Tammy is crying and trying to hide it, wiping her eyes and blowing snot into her sleeve. What's the matter? She hiccups. I watched that scary movie last night in the lounge. You remember it. Mothra vs. Godzilla, the 2085. The 2085 remake. Well, sniffling. I had a bad dream where the monsters were knocking at my bedroom window. They were trying to get in. I can't stop thinking about it. I miss being in space. It was so much safer there. Space was more dangerous. The soldiers will keep us safe. Mothra and Godzilla aren't real. The soldiers will keep us safe. Let's make her feel better. I hope so, she sniffs. I can hear the monsters at night sometimes. Real ones out in the jungle. I can hear them trying to get in. They're scary. You both look towards the wall. She does have those big ears. Maybe she really can hear creatures gathering in the jungle, scratching at the walls, looking for weak points. The thought gives you shivers. I do need time off, but we first need to talk to my friends. Wait, crystals. I have something to give you. Here, I got you a present. Oh, you get to redraw your hand with that? Oh, that's so good. No, give to friend. Oh. Tammy wrinkles her nose as she accepts your gift, turning it over in her hands. Oh, what is it? She asks. Is it a present? Thank you, I guess. That's really nice of you. Tammy is too precious. She doesn't care about the shiny thing. Oh, medicinal roots. I know who likes medicinal roots. Dis! Take. Wow. Dis is uncharacteristically excited about the roots. They're so colorful. I've never seen roots like these before. What kind of plant are those from? +2 friendship. Yeah. Also, eat this worm. We just became better friends. Eat this worm. Becoming a carnivore. Oh yeah? Discounters. Well, I double dare you to eat a worm. You can't just turn down a double dare. You're no meek little hop-eye. +2 friendship, +1 bravery. Slimy, unsatisfying. Very, very gross. Dis eats his like a noodle, slurping up and wrinkling his nose as it wriggles in his mouth. Yuck, he says, swallowing it whole, then shows you his empty mouth. Should have known better than to dare a person who fears nothing. Dis is sitting in the grass near the big gates that lead out to the jungle. What's our friendship at? Our friendship's at 10. Okay. He's just staring out into nothingness and picking absent-mindedly at the weeds. He pretends not to notice you as you approach. What's our bravery at? 24? Oh, we can go talk to Tonin! Are you okay? Do you want to play a game? Tease him. Sit down with him. Dis seems like the quiet kid. He seems like the person Vissa can just be quiet with. He shifts uncomfortably as you sit, but doesn't say anything. You both just hang out saying and doing nothing. You stare out the big gates. The grass in the colony is trimmed short by garden bots, but out there it's wild and as high as your waist. Head surveyor Tonin is prepping his equipment for an outing. He's bringing a lot. Maybe he's going to stay out overnight. +2 friendship. You're starting to wonder if Dis will ever acknowledge you when he says, I've gotta go. As he starts on the hill, he pauses and says, this is a good spot. I'll probably come back here tomorrow. Aww. Look at us being friends. Vissa, come here. Uh-oh. You know that tone of voice, those raised eyebrows, that pinched mouth. Your mom's mad about something. Maybe the fact that I shot something! You slink over to her and cross your arms. I know you haven't been going to school, she says tiredly. She leans hard on her egg. The school didn't teach me how to shoot things. We talked about this. You have to focus on your settings, or you'll end up shoveling dirt or delivering packages for the rest of your life. Or shooting things. Hal wants to see you in class, damn it, she says, pointing her finger at you. Don't think he doesn't tell me all about your skipping on lessons. Your job, your only job, is to train up that big... My cat is awake and looking around. Is to train up that big brain I gave you, so that you can keep this colony running when we're gone. Your eyes go wide, but she shakes her head. I know you don't want to hear it, but I won't be here forever. You kids are tomorrow's governors, chief engineers, and chief cultivators. Maybe sooner than you think. I'll do what I want. Yeah, Mom. I'll do what I want. I haven't gone to school for a reason. There's nothing pushing me towards it. Not a friend, not a stat, nothing. I'll do what I want. Your mom narrows her eyes and raises her upper lip. Ah, threat display. You've seen this before. You'll do as you're told, she says, raising her voice. For now, you're still just a child. You should be in school learning how to function as an adult, not playing around like some dumbass. Whoa, your dad cuts in, looking up from his olive palm. Hold on. Let's dial it back a little here. We live in a society, Vissa, your mom continues, unswayed. You can't just run around doing whatever you want. You have to act like you give a shit. Flulu, your dad says sharp. Go take a walk. Let me deal with this. Your mom throws her rake to the ground and stomps away. Why did my volume just cut down? Oh well. Your dad turns to you. She wants you to have a good head on your shoulders, Pumpkin, he says. Growing up on the compound, we didn't have the same kind of freedoms. Aw, hey baby girl. Kitty cat. Can let her up. It's hard to stand back and let you make your own mistakes. He gives you a hug. Please try to go to class more often, he says. Pick something. Pick anything. It'll open up a lot of doors for you as you get older. I'm curious about how much that is supposed to reflect anything mechanical in the game. That's going to be something to pay attention to. You're looking a little worn out, my little firefly, your dad greets you, looking concerned. You know, despite what your mom might say, there is such a thing as too much work. We saw an R&R over in the lounge would help recharge those solar batteries. What do you say? Maybe I just need a hug. I'm fine, thanks. I'll sleep when I'm dead. Tammy's taught us to be more in touch with our emotions. +5 loyalty. But my rebellion. Your dad throws his arms wide. Well, get in here, Tiger Butter. After a long hug, you do feel a little better. Your dad gives incredible hugs. That does mean we get to do something this month, which originally we weren't going to. I like that. That makes me happy. Because it means we can put off a month of rest, which means we're more likely to be stressed when Vertumnalia comes around. You and an enemy are playing in the garrison yard with sticks, chasing each other around pretending to be sword fighting. The adults training nearby are patient with you as long as you don't get near the target dummies, but sometimes you stray too close. Watch out, Annie! One of the security personnel calls out as an enemy bumps into her. You kids stay behind the fences, okay? It's Anemone! She retorts as you both retreat to a safe distance. Anemone throws her stick to the ground and pouts. Just because everyone else shortens their name, it doesn't mean I have to do it. I like being Anemone. But having a cool nickname is kind of cool. And mysterious. Like having a call sign, you know? What do you call me, Vissa? What's wrong with Annie? How about Nem? What do you think of Nemi? Just Anemone? Something else. How about Nem? Nem tilts her head. Huh. I've never heard that one before. She mimes swing a sword a few times. Nem. Nem. I like it. Short and punchy. Just like me. It's kind of like an adventure from a story. Nem picks up her discard stick. Now, she says, brandishing at you. Prepare to be defeated by the mighty Nem! All red cards under 2 become 2. Okay, that's a pretty solid card. How many cards like that do I have? I have 3. Ooh, but it does raise playing a sports ball. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Need 20 toughness and we're at 18. Okay. Well, guess what it's time for? It's time for some sports ball! Oh, god damn it. I didn't want another one. Okay. You're playing sports ball with Cal, Nem, and Nougat, and a few other kids. Nem's team is absolutely destroying yours, because Cal keeps laying goals. You chalk it up to lack of skill, but you've seen Cal in drills. He's a really good goalie when it's just him versus himself. That's why you picked him. Nem likes winning at first, but after a few innings, she gets frustrated and stomps over to Cal. It's no fun if you're not trying, she shouts, waving her hands. What's wrong with you? Cal just shrugs, and Nem puffs up her cheeks. Are you going easy on me because we're friends? That's not fair! You gotta do your best! But I'd rather have fun than win, Cal says, shoving his hands in his pockets. I don't mind when other people win. I like it when my friends are happy. Just gonna adjust a thing or two really quick. I noticed that my mic indicator was going red earlier, and I wanted to be able to have a better view on that. I'm not happy! Nem stomps. I'm mad! How can I show off how good I am if you're just letting me win? They keep fighting and everyone on... It's too far forward. That's what was happening. They keep fighting and everyone on both teams... no, wait. Everyone on both teams looks at each other awkwardly, wondering if you should keep playing. Bored with this day of game, Nougat grabs the ball and starts bouncing on her head. Anteater, she giggles. Bush bub. Camel. Dorbs moth. She says a new animal every time it bounces, making her way through the alphabet. Side with Nem, side with Cal, side with Nougat. I side with Nem here. Like, it's actually really shitty for you not to give your all when you're playing something for the sake of being competitive. If you were just, like... There's a lot that goes into it, but the bottom line is Cal should be listening to his friend here. Tell Cal to get his head in the game and play properly. He looks put out, but he nods. Nem wins anyway, but at least it's a real win. She only rubs in your face a little bit. I hope my audio is sounding okay. I'm sorry if it's not. As you get older, challenges can have conditions. The challenge suit, social, mental, or physical, determines what conditions can appear and which deck will work the best. Try to collect social, yellow cards, if you want to win battles for social skills, empathy, persuasion, creativity, bravery. Wow, this is... super terrible hand. But I do still get there. Yep, I get there and then some. I don't think I can do anything more for that, so... Hey, there we go. +3 bravery, +3 toughness. Kudos. So much has happened in the last month since the monster attack during the glow. The idea of this planet as a peaceful utopia has been shattered. Okay, I'm gonna sit back a little bit. The security squads are training new members and keeping close watch on the gates now. They're reinforcing the walls and even installing a few robotic turrets. In class, you have drills on what to do if the colony is attacked again. And all the excitement you forgot today was your birthday! Your parents haven't forgotten. They wake you up early with enthusiastic shouts of surprise! A Vertumnalia year is only a little longer than a year on Earth, so you've taken up its calendar for birthdays. Yours is in the second month of quiet. Spark snow drifts slowly past your porthole window as you snuggle with your dad. Your mom climbs up too and sits on the edge of your bed. Bobber fruit? I know a person who likes bobber fruit. Your dad pulls a bowl of fruit from behind his back with a flourish, like a magic trick. At least you think it's fruit. What are those? Bobber fruit! Your dad grins. The foragers have been picking these just outside the walls. They might look funny, but they're tasty. Try one. You take a cautious bite. The pulp is soft and tastes a bit like lemon, only more blue? I bet you can't wait to join the surveyors out there, your dad says wistfully. Who knows what else you'll find? Oh, I definitely do. That's what I want. This is not allowed outside the gates. Your mom interrupts, her voice sharp. It's too dangerous for kids. Well, I know, but eventually, your dad says, but your mom cuts him off again. But not now, your mom replies. Not since the attack. Not with everything we know is out there. I helped. I was a hero. I helped. I was a hero. Don't even start, your mom snaps. You should have been in the creche with the others, not putting yourself in danger for no reason. You don't get it. You know your mom wasn't a farmer back on Earth. She was a fighter too. She's such a hypocrite. Even still, your mom says, it's clear that everyone should know how to defend themselves if it happens again. To be clear, this includes knowing when to run away, your dad adds. Security Chief's Rets offering self-defense lessons at the garrison, you know, even for kids. If you're interested, you should drop in sometime. Yes, 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 yes. Your mom gives you a stern look. And I know your friend Dis has been sneaking outside the walls, she says grimly. If I catch you doing that, I'm going to put a chip in your ear. You laugh, what a good joke. Your mom doesn't laugh. What? Me? Never. It's probably not that dangerous, I'll do what I want. It's probably not that dangerous. Not that you would ever do it, but if other kids are out there, how bad could it be? This argument does not win you any favors with your mother. Mid-quiet. Is my birthday. Tammy, you have something to say about my birthday? Tammy beams when she sees you, like there's nothing better in the world than the sight of your face. Happy birthday, Vissa, she exclaims. She comes in for her annual birthday hug, throwing her arms around you and giving you a great big squeeze. Here, I got you this. She steps back and reaches into one of the many deep pockets of her dress, producing a little paper box. I made you this, she laughs, hoping to reveal a little snack-sized cake. It's only a soy cake, but... Yes, this is all the things we've seen before, but we will share. Okay, so I guess that's probably like just a yearly thing that happens. We got cake, though. I like cake. Cake is good. Let's go give... Do I think I'm going to be friends with Cal? It's not that I'm not going to be friends with Cal. I just don't know if I'm going to be good friends with Cal. So we'll hold on to the mush barrier right now. In case other things. Let's go sleep. Relax in the lounge. It's nice to take some time off to chill and after all the stress of school and work, not to mention the mental toll of just living on this unpredictable planet. Looks like you're not the only one who needs some downtime, and the other kids are also relaxing in the lounge. Hooked on your hollow palm is a 3 in blue. Let's not do that. Join Cal and Tammy! Of course I'm going to join Cal and Tammy. Cal's braiding Tammy's long hair and weaving in strands of little colored bubbles. This one's called a waterfall braid, I think, he says. I saw it in an archive vid, but it's really tricky. He's doing a terrible job of it, his short, clumsy fingers getting all tangled in the strands. I could do better, let me try. Creativity 15 or greater. Braiding Tammy's hair, +1 to cards with gems. How many cards? I know we've picked up a number of them. We've got 2 cards with gems. Otherwise, it's just a 2. I'll do Cal's hair, Cal and Tammy. I don't know if I support that anymore. So, I'll do Cal's hair. I think this probably gets me something good other than the card, but I'd like to not have the card. You sit behind him as he sits behind her, like a mini conga line. He braids some short strands of Cal's hair, putting one of the little bobbles at the end of each one. He finishes Tammy's hair. It's almost recognizable as a waterfall braid, then touches his own braids and giggles. Now I'll do yours! They shout in unison. You jokingly try to escape. Cal sits on your legs while Tammy gives you a beautiful break. Aw, it's so cute. Definitely keeping Tammy's care. I mean, Bravely Help to Fight is better than a bunch of cards I've got. It's not that much better. Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of Bravely Fight. Just for the sake of trying to make the deck stronger in the long run. Anybody got anything to say? Anybody got anything to say? No, it doesn't look like there's anything to pick up, although I am not the best at that. Wait, Tonin. I'm tough enough and I'm brave enough. Which is higher? I've got 27 bravery, I've got 21 toughness, so let's say I'm brave enough. Well, so you are, Uncle Tonin exclaims, standing back to admire you with pride. You know, I'd say you might be having a growth spurt, Vissa. I better watch out for you on the sports ball field. Listen, he tells you. I can see that you're a tough cookie, and I'd love to have you on my surveyor team in the future. You'll have to wait a few more years first. You'll see me when you're older, kiddo. Dejected, you drag your feet as you walk through the gates back to safety. Psst. What's that? You look around questioningly. Psst. It's Dis. He's hiding somewhere behind some bushes. That's so typical. He puts a finger to his lips and motions for you to follow him. Sure, you figure. Why not? He leads you silently along the walls toward the garrison, then crouches down in the bushes between the sports ball field and the security pavilion to fiddle with something. Suddenly, he's gone. What? You check to make sure nobody else noticed, then scuttle over to where you last saw him. Behind some popflower bushes, there's a drainage pipe in the wall big enough to crawl through. A heavy grate keeps animals out, but it's loose. You could slide it aside to get through. You could sneak out. Unlocked sneak out in expeditions. If the adults won't let you visit the Valley of Vertigo, or the subaqueous swamps, or the other cool places our videos get to go, well, you could sneak through here to explore just outside the colony walls. If Dis does it, how dangerous could it be? I do think I'm more capable than Dis, given that I have super strength. And we have no stress. Yeah, let's go do that. Let's go do the thing. That pause was me realizing I can't see how long this episode is, and being like, oh, how long in am I? Sneak out through the drain pipe. Go. Dis. Hi, Dis. Events in this area can be done in any order. They won't cause time to pass, but will increase your stress. Return home via the Expedition SIPO flag or the home button at the top left of the screen. Watch for collectible items you can bring back as gifts. Events respawn at the beginning of each year, and new collectibles have a chance to appear every season. Oh, okay. He turns and disappears in the jungle. Now you're sure of it. That was definitely Dis. He's not allowed outside the colony either. Follow him. +5 stress. You can't scamper after him through the brush. Heedless of branches and brambles scraping at your arms and legs. Without a proper environment, you get all scratched up. +2 perception. This kid is fast. Oh, right. I'm still heroic. Oh, that's going to be super helpful. You quickly lose sight of Dis and can't find his trail again, but you do learn something by trying. worth the +5 stress in my opinion. I think that's a hop eye. That looks like what I would think a hop eye would look like. Boop. You leave the path and sneak through a strand of mush trees to one of the little sawmills dotting this area. It's a small but busy operation, 3 people feeding mush tree logs into some kind of machine while a 4th one directs a 4-legged robot with a plasma saw mounted on the front. Stand and watch what they're doing. +1 for each gem on other cards. Harvesting mushwood. That is a 3. I like a 3. It's also a blue. Leave in disgust. +5 rebellion. That feels like very little for 15 stress. That's kind of disappointing. No, 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 no. Keep exploring. Oh. Medicinal roots. I can give those to Dis. I can be friends with Dis. Your way is blocked by a strange, small creature, with 1 foot and 4 large eyes, 2 of which blink sideways on top of its head like frog eyes. Oh, this must be a hop eye! You've heard people talk about them, but you've never seen one up close. It suddenly starts flailing around like there's something wrong with it, even though it was fine a second ago. It keeps pausing to look at you, then goes back to flailing. What is its deal? This is an animals challenge. Jesus, okay. 4... Yeah, let's just nearly clear this in 1. 2, 6. Where's better to do this? So it's 20 like that, and it's 16 like that. Okay, way better to do it like that. Okay. Like, wow. All right. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1 gets me 19. If I make 4 instead, also 19. Looks like that's the best I can do. I don't get the kudos. Okay. Well, +2 animals, which is not one of my stats. Wait, what's the other one I got? +2 animals, +2 perception. You stop trying to get past it and just listen. Oh, you can hear little squeaking noises from nearby. It's probably warning you away from its nest. You carefully avoid the nest while speaking in soothing tones. The agitated little guardian titters warnings at you, but eventually lets you by. Log. Good for passing challenges. What over here? +2 perception. Farmland has spelled out outside the walls. God, there's so... Stat-ups are so easy out here. Some farmland has spelled outside the walls. The fields don't look like they're doing very well. Nobody's around right now. In fact, it looks a bit abandoned. There's some meager-looking crops ready to harvest, but animals are starting to get at them. Salvage. Try to plant something. Ignore it. Salvage. See what we can find. +1 colony food. We helped the colony! You pulled up a handful of wrinkly tubers. They're probably supposed to be potatoes eventually. Or maybe yams. It's hard to tell. You dig around a little longer, but it's all pretty picked over. I wonder what that does, upping the colony food. That's... The unseen path dips under your feet, engulfing you up to the hip in a large drift of fresh spark snow. You lose a boot while floundering in the snowbank and have to spend some time digging it out. Dig through it. Give me back my boot. I think I just do this, because I know just how good telling a gentle tale is. So I think I hold on to that. Oh, jeez. Okay. I do this. No. This. No. Yeah. Yeah, that looks like the best result I can get. Also clears the goal already. So if I go here and 2, that sets that to 2 as well. 2 and 2. Perfect. Yeah, I got there. +1 kudos for doing things I'm not supposed to. Playing in the snow, a 3 red. And +2 perception. You tunnel through the weird snow, popping your head up at regular intervals to see where you're going. Some funny creatures pop out of the snow to say hello. They look like pill bugs, and are only about the size of your thumbnail. They appear to be eating. Oh, there it's a gem card too. They appear to be eating the snow, not you. So you leave them alone. Every so often, they square up with each other and emit a tiny burst of flames. Pill bugs with fire. You can't tell if it's an intimidation tactic or a mating display. You'd heard the snow was flammable. Huh. Neat. That is neat. Where am I on stress? 65, 65. I see Tonin over there. A large woolly blue creature is floating here, a meter off the ground. It seems to be upside down, which is causing it some distress. Its segmented legs kick uselessly in the air as it tries to right itself. This must be a float cow. The colony is working on domesticating these, though you haven't seen one up close before. Her slitted eyes look at you imploringly. She makes a helpless, lowing noise and tries to flip over, but she can't. Need animals or... Oh yeah, need animals for both of those. Pop the float cow. Plus 2 to animals. There's nothing for it. You have to pop her dorsal bladder and let the liquid drain out, or she'll never be able to flip over. She struggles and screams as you open your utility knife and jab it into her bladder. Immediately you're drenched by a hot explosion of what you hope is milk. Oh no, plus some stress. Oh god. Gross, gross, gross! The float cow spirals away as the suggestion of liquid propels her away from you. You hope she'll be okay, but you are decidedly not okay with how you smell now. Oh, that's... We are so stressed. We have one more event in us. I don't want to go there. I don't want to have to leave yet. I'm curious about what happens when I go to say hi to Tonin. Let's go say hi to Tonin. Oh, it's clicking the question mark that's way up above us. You spot Uncle Tonin, Chief Surveyor Tonin, that is, bumbling about preparing some automated survey equipment and clearing. He's very cautious, jumpy even, but he's making a lot of noise. Every few minutes he'll pause to listen and check his surroundings, then go back to banging away. He shouldn't be hard to avoid and if you don't want to get caught sneaking out. Sneak past him. Let's get this perception challenge out of the way. 4, 5, 4. I mean, that gives me the pair. Now, that feels underwhelming for what I can do with those, but... Problem is... That's my alternative, or I can go 1, 5, 5. Yeah, I think I'll do that and just hold on to the 4, because, hey, look, other 4s. 1, 1, 4, 4, I guess. Nothing special to do with that hand. Oh, God, wrong. There we go. Not much of a flush, but got that 4 card straight. Hey! Gave it to us. Hey, we're at 50 kudos. We can take another card out. Plus 2 perception. You sneak past Chief Surveyor Tonin easily, walking while he makes noise and ducking down when he stops to check his surroundings. Too worn out. Time to go home. Okay, so we could go back out again later. Plus 2 bravery, plus 2 perception. Don't know if that's what I want to do, because that raised perception a bunch, not so much with toughness or combat. And the idea I have in my head now for what Vis is thinking is that she wants to be able to protect her bestie. And can't protect my bestie going out into the woods. Raise happiness there. Oh, hey, we're finally tough enough to minus... Okay, that's kind of awkward. Still gonna do it. Want to train together. On your way to the sports ball pitch, Nem shares the story about the time her brother Com once spiked the ball so hard that he broke Utopia's nose. Back when she used to play sports ball too. She describes it in gory detail. So essentially what I just need to do is I need to put this on the far left or right, away from any yellows. Plus 2 toughness, plus 2 friendship. But don't go easy on me, she exclaims. That's why we have medbeds, right? Plus, I might get a cool scar. She thumbs a blue-scaled scar on her jaw, right under her ear. Hey, and now I'm gonna need to get to 40 toughness, right? Yeah. I don't know what the toughness perks are. Or the combat perks, for that matter. I don't have anything else I would give to my friends, right? No, they don't want any of this. But Log. Thank you, Log. Let's go rest. Let's go remove cards from our deck. Visit the spa. Yeah, let's just take out Discovering. Because this at least lets us have, you know, some extra flexibility. Relax in the lounge. Nothing much happens this month. You spend most of the time spacing out to whatever's on your hear-speak, occasionally nodding hello to the other colonists passing through. You binge a few seasons of a show you've been meaning to rewatch. I've been there. I think most of us have been. Let's get rid of a 0. Sounds great. Where is my friendship with Tammy at? Tammy and I are 38. Mid-pollen. Let's go looking around. Does anyone want to do anything with us? I don't know when any of this stuff resets, is why I have to check every single time. I don't think I mean, there's more stuff to do out there. Wait, collectibles respawn each season. So if I was going to go out, I'd want to wait until next season anyways. Defense training. So this is 10 stress, this is 15 stress. Combat, animals, friendship, or this one is bravery and toughness. I don't care that much about the animals, although I guess it would be useful for when we're outside. My bravery at 20. Let's play sports ball for the sake of getting my bravery up to 30 and getting the perk for it. You run to Cal and Nem on the hill behind the garrison, a small construction site. They seem to be throwing logs. There are a bunch of them lying at the bottom of the hill. It's a caber toss! Nem shouts to you. Then grunts with the effort of lifting a 6-meter-long mush tree pole. She throws it like a javelin down the hill and sprints after it. My best record! She shouts and ties a piece of caution tape to the end of the pole. Your turn next, Cal says, pointing to a neatly stacked pile of construction poles beside you. From the looks of the nearby construction, they're probably destined to be a new lookout tower someday. Choose an average one, choose a thicker, heavier one. Can I watch instead? Maybe we should. Thicker, heavier one, +1 bravery. Challenge mode! Wee-oo, wee-oo. Cal makes a noise like a siren. He shouts down to Nem. This is gonna throw a big one, so you better get out of the landing zone. The pole isn't actually that heavy, but its length makes it hard to balance. You struggle to get underneath it with your knees bent. This is going to be tough. Lift, run, throw! Blocked with a 1 there. So can't get this one away from touching anything, but can next time. I think I just use up my playing sports ball cards here. So all red cards below 2. I go this, this, this. No. This. There we go. That's what I wanted. Okay. Need a big one here. 5, 5, 4, 4. Yeah, with this one stuck here in the middle, that's the best I'm going to be able to do. Hey! Best marks. +1 kudos, and +2 toughness. The pole sails down the hill past all the other poles, coming to rest sticking out of the ground. Whoa! You beat my best distance, Nem says when she jogs back up. Players can't beat each other in Mushwood Toss, Cal corrects her. They can only beat their own high scores. But you get 2, no, 3 bonus points if it sticks out of the ground like that. You play for the rest of the afternoon, adding rules and variations as you go. You can't stop until the entire stack of poles are in a jumble at the bottom of the hill and decorated festively with caution tape. It's a wonder you got away with this. +2 bravery, +2 toughness, so that puts me at 27 toughness and 32 bravery. Very nice. You're finishing breakfast in the common area when Marzipan struts in. Look at you eating cereal, she says, turning her nose up at you. I'll bet you don't even know what day today is. You're right, I don't know. Your birthday? It's Valentine's Day, which we know from a past life. I'm going to be a shit. No, you dummy, Mars starts, then pauses and gives you a suspicious look. Wait, what did you say? Well, anyway, today, she announces to the room, is St. Valentine's Day. This and Tammy wander over to hear more. Back on Earth, Mars explains, it was a day when everybody had to give their best friend a gift, especially sweets. And then you put the sweets under your pillow and it makes you dream about who you're going to marry. And there are decorations of hearts and arrows, and pigs! Tammy cocks her head. Why? Eggs. Before Mars can answer, Dis snorts. This is dumb. Marspan just made it up to get free candy. He rolls his eyes and walks away. As he leaves, Mars shouts at his back, "Well, nobody was going to pick you anyway, you stink." Valentine's Day sounds like fun. I know who my best friend will be. I think it's some too. I know who my best friend will be. Right there. Mars bats her eyes jokingly. Oh, really? Who could it be? She asks playfully. I'm going to tell all the other kids about it, Mars says. So you go around and find your best friend and give them a gift. She points her finger at you. Make sure you do it by the end of the day or it doesn't count. And if too many people want to be my best friend, she adds, I'll hold tryouts for the position. It's only fair. She tosses her hair over her shoulder and laughs. So, surprising nobody. Tammy. Tammy is humming tunelessly while she braids blades of grass together. Want to be best friends? +2 friendship. Cal already asked me, she says, poking her 2 index fingers together. But I don't see why I can't have 2 best friends. She laughs nervously. I don't really understand the rules. Here, I'm already making a friendship bracelet for Cal, she says, showing off her braided grass. I'll make one for you too, best friend. Yeah, best friends. Best friend squad, yeah. Mars is in a huff. Because he didn't pick her for Valentine's Day. Seems like nobody picked her. -2 friendship with Mars. She crosses her arm and scowls at you. You and Cal and Tammy broke the system. Only supposed to have one BFF, don't we know that? Whatever, Mars mutters, tossing her hair. I'm just too mature for kids my age. The older kids get me, even if you don't. I'm sorry. I've been there, Mars. It's not a good time. But do you know what is a good time? Learning to punch things. Oh, I didn't get... Oh, I guess you need to be like 33 to get it. Okay. I want that bravery perk. I don't know what it is, so I want it. It's Sports Ball Day, organized by Com, a day devoted to sports ball and sports ball related activities. There are races where you have to bounce a ball on your head or kick it through an obstacle course, and net jumping, and even a dunk tank that Rhett and Com volunteer for. And, of course, there's a sports ball game at the end. Auntie Seaton brings all the kids from the creche, and the kitchen staff make soy dogs right on the grill for everyone. Oh, that's a really fun day. Even Dis is here. I must have done some hardcore convincing to get him to show up at all, and actually join in a sports ball game. He's on your team, and it's not going great. The flesh is here, but the spirit is clearly rebelling. Dis, get the ball, you skeezy weirdo! Mars yells as the ball sails in his direction. Dis lets it soar over his head and makes an attempt at running for it. When Nem gets there first for the opposing team, he just backs away. She crows in victory and fires it into your goal. Mars stomps over to Dis. You didn't even try, she berates him. Why are you even playing if you're not going to do your best? Dis just shrinks from her, trying to disappear into his baggy clothing. Lay off of him! It's fine, Dis mumbles. I don't care about your stupid teams. I don't even want to be here. Mom said it will count as school credit for physical and mental wellness. Ah, that explains things. All the more reason for Mars to have some compassion. Dis stalks off. He seems arguing with Com on the sidelines before Com, still dripping from the dunk tank, takes his place on your team. Oh god, he would look so good drenched. Ah, handsome boy. Resume play, he says, blowing his whistle. With Com on your side, you win the game easily. The day ends with a presentation of awards. Rhett and Auntie Seaton present everyone with a participation ribbon. She with a big smile, and he with a barely contained grimace. The two spectrums when it comes to participation prizes. Rhett pins your ribbon to your chest and addresses you and Mars. You did great out there. I love to see that kind of drive to succeed in our youth. We're both going to be great assets to the colony someday. Mars scoffs and flips her hair over her shoulder, but the security chief continues. If you like winning, you should come talk to me about joining the defense force when you're older. We could use strong people, like you. Nearby, you see Auntie Seaton frowning in disapproval. Ah, propaganda. You, Cal, and Nem volunteer to clean up the sports equipment. While you're putting it away inside, you overhear Rhett and Anne in the middle of an argument. It was completely inappropriate, Auntie Seaton says, sounding, well, more spirited than you've ever heard. You took their innocent fun and turned it into a military recruitment drive. You see it like that, Rhett retorts. But a lot of these sports ball kids, they're exactly the kind of people we want to defend the colony. They're team players with dedication. They should know there's a place for them doing what they're good at. They can't play sports ball forever. Yeah, no, that's actually kind of the exact problem that my mom kind of presented. That if I didn't know about this kind of option, then I would just be making deliveries or shoveling dirt. But they're only children once, Anne replies. The whole point of being here is to be different from Earth. No more school to military pipeline. These kids aren't doing high school football, hoping for scholarships so they don't have to join the military to go to college. Oh, too real. Too real. Cal and Em look at you in confusion. You don't know what they mean either. What's a college? They put the rest of the equipment away in silence. It's always weird to hear adults arguing, especially council members like Rhett and Anne. Finally, Nem speaks up. My mom is such a soggy blanket, she mutters. Chief Rhett's right. It's fine if he's just telling us we're good at stuff. She slams a bunch of hard plastic balls into the recycler. Who doesn't like being told they're good at stuff? And this is a genuine, debate you can have. Here in the US, there's definitely a huge school to military problem. But it's also worthwhile to make sure that kids know what their options are when they're younger, so that they don't get an idea into their head that they can't follow just because they don't know what options they have. Hal puts his armful of ropes and sacks in the recycler. No way, he says. Rhett shouldn't be trying to convince kids to join the Defense Force. It's not right. I mean, I have to side with Rhett and Nem, because that's what Vissa wants to do. She wants to go be a fighter. You agree with Nem. The colony isn't going to survive very long if you don't have a defense force, so it makes sense that Rhett is planning for future recruitment. Cal scowls and crosses his arms, refusing to talk to either of you. We did also have the attack last year, guys. You finish cleaning the equipment room in silence. Cal and Nem barely look at one another, and don't say goodbye when they leave. You're left with the feeling that something between them is changing forever, and you're helpless to stop it. That is also painfully yes! Thank you for locking in my 4. Let's get that to being double 5s. 0 and 5. Oh, that turns that into a -2. Is it better without it? It doesn't change anything. Perfect. Oh, that one's better. Yeah, there's no way to... Oh, maybe? Maybe that's better? Swap those two. No, because that's not a 5 in that case. Okay, yeah. Not worth it. Yes. Yes, that's the correct way to do that. I like the little brain teasers. It gives you a nice... It gives a nice break from anything else you're doing. I like that a lot. +2 toughness, which puts me at 29 toughness. Okay. I forgot to take the extra card out of my deck. Early Dust. Hey, I know somebody who has a birthday now. Draw an extra card at the start of Challenge. Effect stack. Oh, yeah! Oh, that's so good! Hey, I got something for you, because it's your birthday! Yeah! Friends! I'm gonna go take the card out of my deck before I forget. Visit the spa. Oh, I forgot to actually pay to forget discovering out. Yeah, let's get that out. Thank you. Oops. I thought it seemed weird that I had 50 kudos. Harvest another log. We can throw logs at our problems. Don't have any items, do I? Nothing to give anybody. Because nobody likes log. Anemone. Anemone. Nem and Nougat are kicking up a huge cloud of dust outside the garrison, passing a sports ball back and forth and chasing each other around. Nem looks up as you approach and flails excitedly at you. Issa, hey! She says, jumping up and down. Look! She bounces the sports ball on her knees. Look at what Nougat and me are practicing! Nem bounces the sports ball from one knee to the other a few times before launching it up into the air. She crouches, leaps up after it, and spikes it with her head towards Nougat with a yell. The sports ball thuds into Nougat's chest, sending her sprawling to the dirt. For a second you freeze, waiting for the crying to start. Instead, Nougat shrieks and laughs, clutching the ball as Nem jumps up and down and pumps her fist dramatically. 4 points for the ball not touching the ground after contact! Nem crows. The crowd goes wild! The Garrison Galaxies win again! Whoa! Nougat cups her hands over her mouth, imitating the roar of a crowd. Whoa, that's awesome! Yeah, whoa, that's awesome! Plus through friendship with an enemy. I know, right? Nem beams. She stands up straighter and puts her hands on her hips. I'm gonna be just as good as my big bro someday, and Nougat will too! She rubs the back of her hand across her nose, leaving a smear of dirt. Hey, you should come by the sports ball pitch sometime. I can show you some tricks. Nougat look at you expectantly. Of course I will! And we're... Becoming your friend is not difficult, Nem. You and Tammy are almost the same at this point. Yeah! Great! Nem says, bouncing on her feet. I can't wait! I'm so excited! Sports ball is my favorite thing on the planet! Her eyes go wide. Maybe even the whole galaxy. Me too, me too! Nougat yells from where she's still lying on the ground. She picks herself up and carefully puts the ball down in front of her, then kicks it to an anemone. Did you see that? Nem laughs. She kicked the ball with her foot! Nougat's a natural. She's already inventing new ways to play sports ball. Future coach Nougat. Nougat puts her hands on her tiny hips. If you come to practice, you gotta play. She challenges, pointing at you. Nemi says I get to be coach, so it's my rules. You and them both burst out laughing. Nougat is such a little character. Aw, that's sweet because we know Nougat. Train together needs 40 toughness. So far away. What else do we have? Dad. This is such a dry season. Both suns are high in the sky, baking the usually lush Vertumnalia jungle. If there's a breeze, it's warm and, you guessed it, dusty. Your parents are up every day before dawn, which comes far too early for your liking. They're usually gone by the time you wake up and home after your sleep, so you have to visit them at work if you want to see them. Good morning, Gooseberry. Your dad greets you cheerily. I'm come to see the harvest. Your mom and I are gathering crops from actual Vertumnalia dirt this week. Sure, that sounds neat, not really. Yeah, it sounds neat. He shows you around the rows of corn and beans from Earth. They all look a little yellow and scraggly, not what you'd expect, but your dad enthusiastically points out the vegetables ready to harvest. Don't forget, he tells you, the Vertumnalia festival is coming up. There will be a talent show and a science fair. I'm sure you're eager to participate, Vissa. Yeah. Probably gonna do bot wrestling. So my activity is 19. I wanted to come and check because of the colony food shortfall. Oh, and we are apparently a 0% red security. That's deeply concerning. Oh, that's not good. Okay, that bad time. We're going to actually go exploring again. Because there are more events out there to do. We're at 20 stress. And there should be more collectibles. Which means we can get some medicinal herbs to give to Dis. Who Dis? Dis our friend. Speaking of... Hey Dis. No, can't go forward until I talk to him. You spot Dis sitting in a clearing, but not before he sees you first. Instead of sneaking away as usual, he stays still as you approach, like it's totally natural that he'd be sitting in the middle of the jungle so far away from the colony walls. Now that you think about it, you're a little glad to see him. You are so far away that you can't see the walls anymore, and it's really weird out here, and it's getting late. Dis stares unblinkingly at you as you approach. Hi, Vissa, is all he says. We're at 15 friendship. Your sister's worried about you. Hi, Dis, why are you out here? I'm going to tell him. Your sister's worried about you. He rolls his eyes and huffs. Tangent, he replies incredulously. I doubt it. She only cares about her schoolwork. She doesn't really care. If I show you something cool, and sneaking out will be our secret, okay? He jumps up and walks a little way into the trees. You follow. Just a few minutes away, the ground drops off and a large stone outcropping juts out over a cliff face. Dis walks right to the edge without slowing. It's a long way down. Come on, he says. Try to be brave. Yeah, we can do this. Our yellow skills are good. 5, 5, 1. Or I could go triple 1. Let's go triple 1, if only for the sake of I could draw bot wrestling. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. There's bot wrestling. Then if I do that, no, that takes away my... do that... Oh, almost able to manipulate it to being a really beautiful straight. I think 31's as high as I get there. Oh! That's been something more I could have done. A beautiful vista. 2 of all colors. Minus 30 stress. Oh, that's awesome. Plus 1 perception. Plus 2 friendship with this. You bravely step onto the rock and walk out to the edge with this. You both sit down, feet dangling over the precipice, and look out at the amazing view. It's incredible. You snap a picture with your hollow palm, but you won't share it on the net. This is your secret. Yours and Dis's. Keep exploring. What Dis? There in the clearing, the most majestic creature you've ever seen. It's like a unicorn from your dad's storybooks, but with leathery, reptile skin that shines when the light hits it. It moves so softly, like it doesn't even disturb the ground. It could be dangerous, but you want to see what it does. Be as quiet as possible. I think I just go with 111. Right, that one's got the unchangeable track. Yeah, that definitely seems as good as I'm gonna get that time. Or I can go... Right. That is absolutely not how those numbers actually worked. So that's 24... What's this again? Also 24. But if I do it like this, then I save the Telling a Gentle Tale. I think I saved the Telling a Gentle Tale. So that seems like a very, very powerful card. 1 freeze. It's a 4 then. Or I can go for 3 of a kind. If I move it over here. Put it here, put that there. So then I can put that there. Is it better to have the 4? I don't know if at some point I had a higher number there or not. I'm not the best at being able to track that. +1 to animals. As you settle in to watch it from behind a strand of mush trees, the Unisaur looks up towards you, startled by your movement. Try to hold perfectly still and quiet your breathing. After a tense moment, it goes back to its business. First, it sniffs out a good tree and rubs the scent glands in its neck against thoroughly. Then it pees, like a crystal waterfall on a rock. Everything it does seems magical. Quietly take a picture with your hollow palm, but you know you can't share it or you get caught for sneaking out. Another +1 to animals. Next, it sharpens its horn against a rock, which is scored with marks from having done this before. This must be its favorite sharpening rock. Notice the bulge in its stomach. It must have had a huge meal recently. Another -30 stress. Oh. Eventually it curls up for a nap. You quietly sneak away. This was so wonderful. Vertumnalia is a magical place. Well, that would have been great if I'd had stress to get rid of. You're minding your own business when you stumble into... It's so hot! The 2 suns are beating down on you. The ground is cracked and parched, and so are you. Ahead is a long stretch with no trees, just the merciless heat of the sun scorching the ground. Look for a shady route through it. Perception challenge. Man, perception's actually, like, going up really fast. Let's just go 3, 4, 5. No, I'm gonna get rid of some of these weaker cards. 3, 4, 5, 5. Or I could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What is the stronger setup? Get the 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So 1. Oh god. 1, 2. Oh no, I can't do it because of which one that is. Okay, never mind. In that case, we have 5 yellows, so let's use 5 yellows. 1. So that's gonna boost the next thing I play. I can then make that double 3. Yeah, there we go. Oh, stop that. Put 2 there, put the 4 here. Yeah. Ah, I want my kudos. It's okay. Plus 5 stress. That's fine. You spend some time going the long way around, taking shelter under some mush trees. Still sweltering in the shade, but not as bad. Oh, more herbs. You come across a cluster of mush trees. They're not fully grown yet, but they're still pretty big. It might be good to harvest them before they all get gross and mushy during the rainy season. If you're older, you could probably cut them down and get some kudos for them. Give them a friendly pat. Plus 1 perception, plus 1 animals. You like mush trees. 21 perception, wow. You give one a pat and are surprised when it moves into your hand. It's not the tree, though, but a camouflaged creature lying against the trunk. It's small and looks a little like an octopus, or a starfish. Lots of long legs wrapped around the tree like it's giving it a hug. Log. Man, how many events are out here? I don't think I realized. You let your mind wander as you're walking and bumble straight into a field of gelatinous blobgrass. Totally transparent, the sticky fronds are hard to see, but even harder to ignore, especially once they start glomming onto your boots and slowing you down. It's like trudging through thick mud. You stubbornly decide to keep going, paying close attention to the visible signs of this blobgrass field. And there aren't many, just an absence of other vegetation. Look for a path through it. Once we're done out here, I'm definitely taking a break because my voice is getting a little worn out. Let's get that done. 2. Turns that into a 5, so I also get a straight. Or 2. What I want to do. Two, 4, 4. I go the other direction. Yeah, there we go. I think it's the same either way. Ew. Yeah. More perception, more stress. There it is. You can hop along from that rock to that fallen log, then climb over those old pieces of surveying equipment. You get through the villainous blobgrass. Spend a bunch of time on it though, and take some tricky balancing. It's tiring. 70. Okay, we've got 2 more in us. I didn't think that there would be enough out here to do an entirely new one. Jump over the pond. He gave us a very simple one this time. Let's get rid of my more awkward cards here. 2, 3, 5. Better. Okay, better to get the flush. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 4, 5. So if we go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Probably? No. I'm getting all the challenges done at least, so I could be certainly more upset. You bravely fall in and get wet. But we got the extra bravery. Okay. Is there anything else out here? I can't remember if I walked past a different challenge. There's one more challenge, then we just do that before we leave. Oh, there's one. And also medicinal roots. So yeah, up here is the flag where we found Dis. Come back down this way, and I don't think there's anything else. Yeah, there's nothing else. So we finish this, and then we're just done for the month. And also next month. At the top of her eyes off to the east, you think you spot someone watching. They're dressed in black. Is that Dis? But they look way too tall to be Dis. Maybe another surveyor. You blink and the figure is gone. Hike over there and look for clues. Extra stress doesn't matter because we're going to be too stressed out anyways. But +1 perception. A mysterious stranger. That's actually a really underwhelming card. No signs of a camp or anything obvious like a drop pack. No note saying I'm watching you, sign mysterious stranger. Spooky. Go home. You crawl through the big drainage pipe behind the sports ball pitch, carefully sliding the metal grate back into place behind you. Then, carefully check that the coast is clear because we have very high perception. Oh, actually we had 25, so now we had 24. Good thing too, because Uncle Tonin is passing on his way back to on his way to the garrison. Curl up in the shadows and wait for him to leave. That was close. Another +2 bravery, which puts us at 41. +1 perception and friendship with Dis. Oh, it's Vertumnalia. We won't have to rest after all. I didn't even think about that. Okay, the mood of the colony has grown muted this year, ever since the attack during Glow. Though everything is still cheerfully decorated and the feast table is still heavy with food, mostly soy rations, this Vertumnalia just feels different in a way you can't describe. The colonists gather in the square for covering a Udicott speech. What a year Vertumna has given us, the governor begins in her reedy voice. I stand before you, so proud of everything the colony has accomplished in such a short time. I have always hoped that we would bring with us the best facets of humanity, cooperation, resilience, and creativity, and the events of this year have given me no reason to doubt my convictions. These creatures were unexpected, but I urge everyone to consider what it means for life here. If Vertumna can sustain megafauna, then that means conditions are good for us as well. Our friends in geoponics are already working on the logistics of domesticating the wildlife. Your dad, as second cultivator, stands and gives a sheepish wave to the crowd. There's a smattering of applause. Mars elbows you. Hey, she whispers. Did you hear? My dad says Udicott's going to announce the depot's open to the public. Shoot her questioning look and she rolls her eyes. You know, shopping? Somewhere to spend all the kudos you've been saving up? Yeah, I've been saving kudos. Totally. There's gonna be candy and toys and makeup and nice smelling soap, not the boring kind in the communal showers. Okay, it's actually really hard for me to try and hit anyone's voices right now. I think I maybe pushed it a little too hard with my throat today. You know the concept of shopping. They do in the Hall of It's from Earth, especially the ones Mars likes. But you've never actually done it. The colony provides everything you need, but it would be nice to buy yourself a treat. My dad's given me an allowance. Oh, good for the game. Mars says, shooting you a look of pity. It's too bad your parents make you work for yours. You and Mars tune back into the speeches just as Udicott, as predicted, announces the opening of the general store at the depot. Mars gives you a knowing look as she claps. Udicott gestures for the council members to stand. Finally, the council remains unchanged from last year. We are, as always, proud to serve you and the colony as your government. The music starts up as Governor Udicott finishes. Thank you all for your hard work and your perseverance this year, she says over the ruckus. Together, we build the future! The crowd disperses and sets up for the annual Vertumnalia Games. Just like last year, there's a talent show, a science fair, and bot wrestling contest. Now with an obstacle course. Which one do you participate in this year? Bot wrestling. Bot wrestling. Nim and Cal join you for the bot wrestling biathlon. So called because Com has added a hologram obstacle course this year. Competitors will each get a turn to wrestle a hydraulic bot, trying to keep it closed for as long as possible. This time, though, all competitors will first have to sprint across the festival grounds, dodging and leaping over obstacles. Each obstacle triggered will subtract from your time. Start the biathlon. Okay, middle card becomes 2. But if I just put a 2 in there... Well, actually, I guess if I do that, go 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that works. I go like this. No, right, okay. Right. So no matter what, this is just gonna set things to 2. So no, it's better to go like that because that gives me the larger flush. Win. Don't even care right now. Plus 2 toughness. We are like, yeah, we're 2 points away from Athlon champion. Man, this is something I ran into last time. The Reds just give you so many 5s. Whoa, look at you go. You do it. You didn't expect the hologram obstacles to move. The last one dances around and gets in your way when you get close, but your reflexes are fast enough to dodge it. It's 2 with an enemy, and count. Tom hoots and hollers proudly at you when you absolutely destroy the competition. Even Em has to begrudgingly accept you beat her fair and square. Shakes your hand, tells you she'll win next year. Minus 50 stress. Nice. After the festivities are over, everyone takes time off for a much-needed break. Mars organizes a water fight that takes over the whole colony, even the adults. It brightens everyone's spirit, even in the thick heat of dust. You end up on top of the western wall with Dis, launching water-filled poof shrooms down on an unsuspecting enemy in the sports ball court below. The walls seem like a neat place to hang out and relax, much quieter than the lounge if you're looking for some solitude. Unlock Relax on the Walls in the garrison. Early dust becomes mid-dust. Okay, thank you all so much for watching. I need to go take a break. For the people watching the stream, that might be only like 30 minutes, depending on how dinner helps my throat feel. For those of you who watched on YouTube, thank you so much. Alright, we should try and earn some kudos. Kudos are doubled for 3 months. Oh, but we're so bad at the things that earn us kudos. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Happy Vertumnalia.